The film begins in 1899, with a doctor named Alex who lives in New York and teaches mechanics and engineering at a university. Aside from that, he was a brilliant inventor. Alex, the doctor, was determined to prove the time travel theory. However, Alex's friend believes that he will have no trouble finding work in a large corporation. Alex will not work for anyone. He wishes to continue working on his inventions. Alex also has a fiancée whom he adores. He was going to meet his fiancée today. He notices a damaged car on the way. Because there were no automobiles at the time, the car driver successfully repaired the car, but like always he forgets to lock the car brakes. Alex locks the car's brakes just before it crashes and kills someone. After it, Alex meets his fiancée. They spend a good time together. Suddenly, a thief comes and tries to rob them. During this, he ends Alex's fiancée. Alex was broken after this. He couldn't bear the sorrow of losing his fiancée. He decided to make a time machine and will change his fiancée's life completely while traveling to her past and stopping her death. He works hard to do this. Finally, after 4 years in 1903, he successfully invented the time machine. He doesn't even talk about this invention. He used to stay worried for Alex. Without wasting time, Alex for the first time activates the machine. He travels in the past, means in 1899. He becomes happy after seeing his fiancée alive. Before the accident repeats, he takes his fiancée far from there. Even being an inventor, Alex forgot a state of time and space. Nothing can be undone once it has occurred. It means we can't change the time. It happens the same. When Alex goes to bring flowers to his fiancée, the car whose driver forgets to lock the brakes, his car has developed a new issue. Suddenly, the car moves. Due to getting under the car, Alex's fiancée dies. Alex was again depressed because of it. Even then he doesn't lose courage. Now he thinks about the future. While maybe the past people know how to change the past. That is why he will travel in 2030. The humans were preparing to spend life on the moon. Later, Alex moved to a library to understand more about time travel. There he meets a holographic AI, meaning artificial intelligence librarian. Alex asks him how to change the past time. The librarian tells him still at this time, the travel machine hasn't been invented. Alex becomes more disappointed hearing it. But still, he doesn't lose courage. In 2037 he travels 7 years in the future. This time he finds the Earth is totally destroyed. He learns from 2 soldiers the lunar surface has been greatly disturbed as a result of mining. Due to it, the moon is completely breaking. The moon is near the Earth and it will collide with the Earth at any time. The soldiers try to take Alex with them in order to rescue him. But Alex runs to his time machine while escaping from them. He was about to be hunted by the destruction of the Earth. In order to flee, he quickly activates the machine in an unknown location. Suddenly, he gets faint due to a jerk. In order to flee, he quickly activates the machine in an unknown location. The Earth is shown coming in its fine condition after being destroyed. When Alex awakes, he turns off the machine before moving forward, but till then Alex has traveled 8 years further. He fainted there because he was injured. Waking up, Alex finds himself in the middle of the ancient community. They couldn't understand Alex's language and decide to end him while considering him a danger for them. The girl Mara who saved Alex's life knew Alex's language. She was a teacher because she knew about ancient civilization. She saves Alex from her community. Alex tells Mara, "I came from the past." Mara doesn't tell this to her community. She knows her community will not accept his science. They will end Alex while considering him an alien. After talking some time with Mara, Alex discovers more about this community. They live on the rocks like ancient people due to the changes on Earth. Their lifestyle was different from 21st century's people. What have humans done with the moon? Alex wonders at night. Here Alex becomes a friend of Mara's brother. Mara's brother likes Alex's watch, so Alex gives him that watch to keep it with him, but that night, Alex sees a nightmare. A strange creature is calling him from the forest. He awakes when he enters from a massive creature-like door. Surprisingly, Mara's brother witnesses the same nightmare. Mara tries to make Alex understand that every human sees this nightmare every night. After that they sleep again. The next morning, Mara shows Alex some trash. This trash was of Alex's time and it was the trash of a New York's tower. Mara asks X, "Why did you come here from the past?" On it, Alex tells her that "I have lost a special person in my time. To change the time I had traveled on a long journey." Mara takes Alex to his time machine place. Here Alex has noticed a thing: there weren't any old men in this community. Mara says in reply, "Yes, there are no old people in our community." Alex finally reaches his time machine. He immediately tries to go to his time. Mara requests Alex please take my brother with you to your time. Before Alex could say anything there was a lot of noise of drum beating. The drum beating was a sign of danger. Mara hurriedly runs to her brother to save him. Alex also runs behind her. That danger is shown there, that it was a terrible creature. They were half human-like and under the earth. They attack people at night because their eyes are so sensitive. The dangerous thing is they survive while eating the community people. One of the creatures Alex. The people of the community save Alex. In the last, those creatures move inside the earth while taking Mara with them. Alex wants to save Mara. But none from the community was ready to help Alex. According to them, those creatures were so powerful. In the face of those creatures, the people of this tribe will not fight back. Alex promises Mara's brother he will bring his sister back while saving her. But before this, I have to discover and understand those creatures. Mara's brother says there is a spirit that knows about them. Mara's brother takes Alex to a far place. It was none other than the library where he met with the holographic librarian. Alex had previously met him in 2030. This librarian has survived even after so many years. Mara's brother was considering him a ghost. How in a human's future are there two different evolutions? Alex asks the librarian. The librarian tells Alex when the Earth was about to be destroyed. Some people then decided to stay on the Earth. They are none other than the people of that tribe. Some of them live underground due to fear. They've been there for 1,000,000 years. Due to the evolution years, their bodies started changing. Due to living underground, they couldn't bear the sunlight. They didn't have anything to eat, so they survived while eating the people of this tribe. After knowing about the creatures, Alex reaches the creature-like door with the help of his nightmare. Then he moves inside the dangerous cave alone. Going inside he notices many tunnels. Alex understands how these creatures vanish as they enter the earth. Because those creatures can appear from anywhere while using those tunnels. He reaches the place where the creatures eat the tribe's people after ending them. Suddenly, Alex also falls in a pond. The pond was full of bones. Unluckily, Alex was caught by a creature. Moving forward he also finds Mara. She was alive but imprisoned. Mara seems like she was hypnotized by someone. Alex moves forward and meets the leader of the creature. It was the intelligent species of those creatures, and it was looking bad. It was the one who appears in everyone's nightmare till now. The creature's leader tells Alex our species has many parts. Each plays its own role. Intelligence among us have the ability to control and read the minds of others. That's why he felt that someone had hypnotized Mara. The leader tells him, our other group is less intelligent, the ones you have faced. When Alex learns about the hunters, he becomes enraged. That you are hunting your own species. When the creature's leader hears it, he becomes enraged. It holds Alex by the neck and tries to make him understand that we are not evil, we have to do those things for our survival. Later he reads Alex's mind. It tries to persuade him that you can't change the past, so your hard work is pointless. You can't even get your fiancé back, because you have spent your entire life building the time machine as a result of your fiancé's death. If your fiancé is not going to die, how would you go to the past? To change it. The reason for Alex to travel into the time was his finance. Here, Alex understands everything. Why couldn't he change the past? The creature's leader has the time machine of Alex. Here, the leader says to Alex to return to his time immediately. But there was something else in Alex's mind. He pulls the creature leader while activating the machine to the future. They both travel time in the future and also fight. Finally, the leader is dangling from the machine. It becomes tedious as time passes quickly. It becomes the skeleton and then destroys. Alex finds himself in the future after many years when he stops the machine. He notices there, the Earth has been destroyed like the planet Mars. He can only see the creatures there. He thinks maybe the creatures have ended those community people and have eaten them. That's why the Earth is completely destroyed. Alex gets worried after seeing it. Then he decides that while he cannot change the past, he can certainly change the future. He travels to the time where the creatures were ended from the Earth. Firstly, he rescues Mara. After activating the machine with a watch, he jams its wheels. Due to it, the machine emits dangerous waves. Before they get harmed due to the rays or become the prey of the creatures, they flee. But now many creatures were chasing them. They were running from there. They flee several times, becoming prey to those creatures. While escaping, with the help of the community people, they reached the surface. The creatures didn't know the danger. After it, those creatures were trapped in the dangerous waves, and with it, they were removed from the Earth forever. It means Alex was successful in altering the future. Because those creatures have been extinguished, people in the community will be able to survive for many years. Due to it, the Earth will also be saved from destruction. Alex sacrificed his time machine for changing the future. Alex and Mara like each other here. As a result, Alex decides to relocate there so he will begin his life with Mara. After it, Alex's friend is shown who was still in 1903. He didn't get any information about Alex for a long time, that's why he says goodbye to Alex's memories. While waiting, Alex might have found what he was looking for. This is the end of the film. Thanks for watching. Do you like this type video, then subscribe my channel Suspense Recapped.